Super sub Gerard Deulofeu carved his place in FA Cup folklore with the deadly double, which slayed Wolves to set up a fairytale cup final showdown with Manchester City on May 18. The 25-year-old Spaniard wasn't even on the pitch when this epic semi-final kicked off at 4 p.m. Gerard Deulofeu was the Watford hero as they reached the FA Cup final for the first time in 35 years. Jamie McPhilimey, the Sun Gerard Deulofeu, gave Watford hope with an outrageous chipped finish into the top corner, and he was back on the bench by the time referee Michael Oliver blew the final whistle to bring down the final curtain on this sensational affair, more than 2 hours later, having limped off towards the end of extra time. But how the Watford matchwinner made the most of his 46 minutes on the Wembley pitch, first breaking Wolves' resistance, then their hearts with two crucial strikes. Deulofeu raced to be with his celebrating Watford teammates at the end of one of the greatest comeback Wembley has ever seen. His clincher came after 104 minutes of action when he worked a 1-2 with Andre Gray before calmly slipping the ball beyond John Ruddy to send Hornets fans wild. Jamie McPhilimey, the Sun ManUtd, appeared to have helped put Wolves in the FA Cup final with a goal and an assist at Wembley. News Group Newspapers Limited. Raul Jimenez made it 2-0 just after the hour mark with a fine finish in the second half. Meanwhile, there was only misery for Wolves' inconsolable players who lay on the Wembley turf with only tears for souvenirs at the end. However, Nuno Espirito Santo's side played their part in one of the most memorable and dramatic FA Cup clashes in years, not that it will be any consolation to them. Sting in the tail. The men from Molyneux appeared to have one foot in their first FA Cup final for 59 years when they led 2-0 with just 11 minutes remaining, after ManUtd and Raul Jimenez apparently put Watford to the sword with a goal in each half. However, the Hornets refused to die and had a sting in the tail for Wolves as Deulofeu's wonder goal after 79 minutes gave them renewed hope. The Spaniard produced a finish worthy of the occasion when Wolves failed to clear Jose Haleba's long throw and Leander Dendocker stood off Deulofeu, who curled a world-class chip beyond Ruddy and in at the far corner. News Group Newspapers Limited. Jimenez was adjudged to have stayed just onside before chesting down and smashing his volley home. News Group Newspapers Limited. Troy Deeney leathered his penalty past John Ruddy in the 94th minute to send the game into extra time. Then, as Wolves wobbled, Belgian midfielder Dendocker tripped Troy Deeney in injury time and, after consulting VAR, ref Oliver pointed to the spot. Deeney closed his eyes for a moment to compose himself before drilling the ball beyond Ruddy, who got a touch to the ball but couldn't prevent it setting up extra time. Earlier, Mexican hitman Raul Jimenez thought he had KO'd Watford with a stunning second-half chest-in volley to add to Doherty's headed opener. He celebrated by slipping on a gold-and-black mask, in tribute to his hero, Mexican WWF wrestling legend Sin Cara, who had given him the gift earlier this week. It appeared to be the perfect payback from the striker after Wolves paid Benfica a club record £32 million to make his loan move from Benfica permanent, earlier this week. However, Wolves' mask eventually slipped as Deulofeu dragged his side off the canvas, spearheading the Hornets' spectacular turnaround in the most famous win in the club's history. Jamie McPhilimey, the Sun captain, stepped up when his